Hello, antelope, barracudas, cayenne peppers, dogs, cats, giraffes, the whole wild kingdom, you guys. Come on over. It's time. It's that time again. Oh, the humans, yeah, they're right behind you. It's okay. They're probably going to understand this one more than you guys. All right, I know, just tolerate them. Just tolerate them, you guys. They're only going to be here for a second and they'll leave. All right. Welcome, you guys, to another episode of One Shots. Once again, I am your bar keeper, Kai. The barkeep that just keeps on giving and giving till there's nothing left of myself. You know the drill, yada, yada, yada. So, you guys, just recently I've been making some episodes about Yahweh, the Lord of Lords. You know what I'm saying, man? I think it might have begun with Why Yahweh, and then we trickled on down to Okay Yahweh. I might be missing some videos in between. It's been a journey. But this entire time I've been having this whole escapade with Yahweh, my current tag team partner. That's a different story. But we've been having this escapade and everything. And during this time, I've also been talking to other people about similar situations, because if life is like an RPG and you have your main campaign, but also in addition to your main campaign, you got side quests along the way. And during some of my side quests, I've been talking to some people. And during these conversations, you know what I realized? Hey, all you Abrahamic people who are still doing this thing, your whole fucking religion is just one big story of sibling rivalry tied up in a whole fucked up family type of drama. Let me explain something that you have clearly missed. Everyone's always wondering, ooh, what's the mystery? Ooh, why are things the way they are? Ooh, I'll fucking tell you, man. It only took me a few fucking minutes to figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Of course I did my research, my R&D, but really I just fucking had a conversation with my favorite security guy one night. And I fucking figured this out. I mean, I was already on the verge of figuring it out, but this really solidified the fucking Dick Tracy. You know what I'm saying? So here's the fucking mystery, you guys. A long, long time ago, this fucking lady named Sophia, she's young, she's doing her thing, she's from a very fucking prestigious family, high up in the sky. And she just, was like, oh, okay, I kind of want to see what it feels like to have a baby. Because, ladies, come on, ladies. We all, you know what I'm saying? What lady in here, raise your hand, you guys, if this applies to you. What lady in here has been through a situation in life where she knows, okay, having a baby is real fucking stupid right now? Have you seen the economy? Have you seen your fucking paycheck? You don't make enough money. Come on, man. Have you seen the world around you? Have you seen these dudes who are left on the fucking market? You really want to have a baby with this guy? All right, I'm just saying. So, all those factors in consideration, ladies, how many of you guys have been in a situation like that where clearly common sense is saying don't do it, but something inside of you is just like, oh, I want the chance to experience life and bring life into the world. Me. You know what I'm saying? I've been telling you guys this for years. That's just your fucking DNA and your genetics fucking with you. Don't trust it, man. Don't do it. That's just your genetic impulses trying to fuck you over. Everyone has genetic impulses. They're pre-programmed in the DNA. But you gotta fucking be smarter than your fucking DNA. And you gotta know when to make a baby and when not to make a baby. For all of you guys who already fucked up and made babies, don't feel bad, you guys, because guess who also fucked up? The grandest grandmother of all time. I'm talking about the high priestess, Sophia. Good God. She was like the first fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that in a, I'm respectfully speaking. If an elder God can fuck up, then don't feel so bad about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So what I'm saying is, the elder god Sophia, the one high in the sky, not the one that not the Sophia that's fucking living on your block. Fuck her. I'm not saying like fuck her, non sexually speaking. I'm just saying, dude, I'm talking about the one up high, She fucked up. She was the first fuck up. She had a baby. And, having a baby wasn't a fuck up, you guys. I mean, she came from a very prestigious family. She could have easily just took the baby to her fucking father or anyone, dude. She had brothers. She had siblings. She had a whole fucking robust family. High up there in the stars or whatnot. She could have took the baby to anyone. It was like, oh no, look what I did accidentally. Can you help me? No, she didn't do that. She wanted to be a super independent woman. Not that there's anything wrong with being an independent woman. It's okay to be a Destiny's Child, but you gotta fucking do it in the right way. So, step one, she fucked up, had a baby, fucking just, no plan at all. Just fucking, my DNA. And so, bam, had a baby. That was the first strike. Strike number 2, you guys. She didn't ask for no help. She was just like, fuck it, throw my baby in the garbage can. I'm gonna hide the fucking evidence, you guys. No one will ever know I did this. You know what I'm saying? So she did what a lot of fucking moms do, you guys. She fucking took her baby, her newborn 8-ounce. How much do stars weigh when they're born? Like, is it 8 ounces, 8 pounds, 8 kilowatts, whatever? She took that and she cast it down into the dumpster that we all know as the Milky Way galaxy, which became our solar system, which became a planet we now live on called Earth. All that stuff. Garbage. Just straight garbage. So, in essence, your entire reality, everything you fucking know, everything your parents knew, everything everyone ever knew throughout the entire existence of time as you know it in this fucking reality, including this universe and all the multiverses, straight fucking garbage, just trash, okay? Just trash. Everything's trash. You're trash. I'm trash. We're all trash together. All right. So Sophia throws her baby in the trash can and she's thinking, oh, good God, I'm safe. It's over. Yada, yada, yada. She didn't know, though, just like the fucking Ninja Turtles, her baby mutated into some fucking, Teenage Mutant Ninja machine. You know what I'm saying? Like, have you ever seen Ninja Turtles? Or the kid, he buys some turtles, and then depending on which version of the story you hear, some versions he trips, and then the turtles fall from his clutches, and they fall into the sewer. Other versions, the turtles were abandoned into the sewer. We're gonna go with the abandoned route because it makes more sense for this story. So yeah, man, just like the Ninja Turtles, they were just little turtles, little baby turtles. They had classical names and everything. Or actually, that came later. But anyway, just turtles that were abandoned in the sewer. Some ooze got into them, and they mutated into what we all know today as the lovable TMNT Turtle Power Fighting Machine Heroes in a Half Shell Turtle Power. You know what I'm saying? Fortunately for the Ninja Turtles, they had a cool dude like Master Splinter, a fucking rat. Luckily for them, the rat was the cleanest one of them all. And the rat, he cleaned him up. He taught him ninjutsu and set him on the right path. Bam, awesome, nice. Unfortunately for our favorite dumpster baby, his name is Yahweh. He didn't have no motherfucking master splinter, you guys. It was just him growing up in the mean old Milky Way galaxy by himself, and he just had to figure things out the best way he could. There was no college back then. There was no high school, no fucking grade school, no pre-K, no kindergarten, none of that shit, man. It was just him in the motherfucking streets known as the Milky Way galaxy. So Yahweh has it tough, you guys. He has it tough. He's just doing his thing the best he can do. He meets friends along the way. But just like Yahweh, all his friends are fucking bad eggs, they're just bad apples, doing what bad apples do, and, they just fucking start doing shit just to, there's no one around to stop them. They don't know any better. They're not really evil. They're just fucking misguided as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Sophia, that's your fault. So anyway, they're doing what all misguided kids do. They're fucking playing with the ant farms and making stuff and doing science experiments and whatnot. And one of their science experiments happened to be this race of creatures. We'll just call them the genies for, fucking la purposes. So they make all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? But one of the things they make are the genies. And the genies are really cool, dude. They're like, damn, top notch, fucking just zipping and zooming around the fucking earth, zipping and zooming around the cosmos, because they don't have bodies, man. They do what they want. They're free, man. You know what I'm saying? Like a free spirit or something. And I think Yahweh and his pals are like, yo, these dudes are a little bit too fucking free. We got to do this shit again, but we got to put some checks and parameters on the situation. We can't have these motherfuckers knowing all our secrets, and they're gonna try to challenge us for the authority, And so they're like, yeah, dude, let's make something that's like, fucking just as good but suckier. You know what I'm saying? So, that's when they decided to make humans. And you guys know the story. The fucking tales. The angels, they made those dudes out of photons and shit, which is light. They just follow orders all day. Whatever. The genies, they made those dudes out of electricity and shit. They do what they want. Whatever. The humans, they made those guys out of fucking clay. And, for some reason, even though these guys were made out of the shittiest material of all time, literal mud, you guys, they made these dudes out of mud, and they were like, Yahweh and his fucking friends, they were like, hey, everybody, come on over to my place, come on over. They tried to Teddy Pendergrass these dudes, and they did. They were like, hey, everybody, look at this new shit we made in our Easy Bake Oven. They had an Easy Bake Oven, you guys. They figured out, we put mud in the oven, mix some dough in there, bang, bang. It smells delicious. Have you ever ate one of these motherfuckers? They are tasty. So anyway, that shit happens. They bake their first human, Adam, the A, whatever you want to call this motherfucker. And they're like, yo, everybody bow down to this motherfucker. He is your fucking master. He is the new kid on the block. You know what I'm saying? And everybody did that shit except for Lucy, man. Everyone was bowing down except for Lucy. And Lucy was just like, nah, dude, fuck that. Because number one, this guy sucks. You made him out of dough. He's like a fucking Pillsbury Doughboy over here. I know he smells delicious, and I admit he tastes pretty nice, but I'm not fucking bowing to this dude. I'm better than this guy. You know what I'm saying? And then fucking Yahweh, he was just like, oh, Lucy, do you know why this guy is better than you? It's because, toe-to-toe fight scenario. Like, if I put you guys in the octagon, sure enough, you'd whoop his ass and everything. However, I gave him the one thing you always wanted but never had. I gave it to this guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to tell you what the one thing is. You guys figure that one out. It'll be fun. Do some homework, learn some shit, research, you know? So, anyway, he was like, yeah, Lucy, I gave him the one fucking thing you always wanted, but I didn't give it to you. I gave it to him. How do you like them apples, bitch? And then Lucy was like, fuck you. So basically, at this point in the story, you guys, it's just a stupid family drama. You got Yahweh abandoned at birth by his mom, thrown in the dumpster. He's got all these fucking psychological issues at this point because of this shit that he never fucking recovered from. There was no therapy back then. Duh. So anyway, that happens, and then it becomes a story of sibling rivalry because it's just like Yahweh starts making all these kids and shit. And then, some of his older kids start getting jealous of the babies because they're just like, bro, hello, I was here first. It's like, hey, for all my older kids in the audience, who here is the oldest kid in your family or the middle kid in your family? You know what I'm saying? Speaking strictly to my oldest and my middle kids, how would you fucking guys feel if your mama and daddy, they had a new baby, a brand new baby, right? And this baby sucks in comparison to you. Like, I'm just saying, bro, the baby is cool. You got no issue with the baby. But I'm just saying, if you compare the two, you and the new kid, clearly you're better. You know what I'm saying? But your parents are like, oh, even though you're better in every fucking way imaginable, more or less, you know what I'm saying? Maybe the new kid has one thing on you that you don't got, but it's so insignificant, it really doesn't matter. You're still the best pound for pound. And so your parents are like, hey man, even though you're better, way better than this fucking new kid we made, you gotta fucking bow down and worship this fucking new kid. Hey, older kids, how would you feel if you had to fucking listen to your little brother or sister's fucking commands? You know what I'm saying? That's some bullshit. I know you guys feel me. You don't have to say nothing. We all agree on this shit. Bullshit, right? So Lucy did what any older kid or middle kid would have did in that situation. They said, fuck you, bitch. I'm out of here. That's what you want? That's what you want? Fuck it, I'm leaving the house and I'm making my own shit. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. So Lucy leaves the house, at the tender age of fucking how old? 16, 17, 18 in celestial scale? Whatever, is fucking doing his thing. He goes to fucking Earth or wherever. No one really knows. And he makes his own establishment, as we know in the Temple of Dragon. We call it HFIL. You guys call it Hell. Some people used to call it Tartarus. Some people call it the Dark Realm. You know what I'm saying? It goes by many names, but whatever. He made it. It was pretty fucking successful, man. It was one of the most successful nightclubs in the history of the cosmos. Everybody's heard about it. Everybody wants to join, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at Lucy's nightclub in comparison to Yahweh's day club. You know what I'm saying? It's like, people want to go to Yahweh's day club, but it's so hard to get through customs, dude. You got to take your shoes off. You got to take your jacket off. You got to take your pants off, coat. Got to go through the fucking metal detectors. Good God, man. Security patting you down, touching you. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants that. You know what I'm saying? Lucy's nightclub, on the other hand, there's no metal detector. There's no security. It's just, you fucking walk in. Whatever you got, you got. And if you start some beef with someone, that's your own fucking problem, man. Whatever you start, you better fucking finish. It's just the code of the street. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows the code. Everybody follows the code. It's a tough world. I'm not gonna lie. But, there's honor among thieves, so to speak. Is there? I don't know. I think so. So anyway, you guys, that's pretty much the fucking story in a nutshell. The whole Abrahamic faith, you guys are always on your knees and shit. Don't do that. Don't get on your knees. That's how you suck dick. Didn't anyone ever tell you? Guys, dude, they're fucking with you. Hold on, you guys. You guys know when they they teach all of you guys this, the Jewish people, the Christian people, the Muslim people, everyone in your fucking community. They're always like, get on your fucking knees and bow to God, blah, blah, blah. Bro, I'm just here to let you know, I fucking spoke to the elder gods, and that shit was fucking... They were programming you guys to suck dick. I'm sorry to break it to you, man. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Don't shoot me again. I'm just a messenger. You know what I'm saying? But the elder gods told me themselves. We were laughing about it in the fucking throne rooms the other day, man. That shit was hilarious. They were like, yo, bro, check that shit out. We pre-programmed them to get on their knees and suck our dicks. You know what I'm saying? We call it prayer. Step one, they get on their knees. Step two, they straighten up that torso because, we come packing, right? And then they put their hands in this position over their faces. That's so so they can catch the glory of the Lord's, you know what I'm saying? And then they just fucking catch it with their hands and there's like, blah, blah, blah. So, guys, don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at no one. It's really nothing to get mad at. It's just a joke. Calm down. You'll be all right. So, yeah, you guys, that is the origin of prayer. So don't get on your knees. If you're going to pray, stand up. Stand up. Don't get on your knees. What the fuck? Come on, you guys. But the story is not quite so over yet, you guys. I'm just remembering some other stuff. Bear with me, I'm fucking old, and I've been talking to the elders, for a while. Ugh, it's a brain fuck. So anyway, you guys, the story's not quite over. That whole shit started in fucking Sophia, man. She found out what her kid was doing. She was like, oh, I thought that guy died a long time ago. And her brother was like, no, dude, he's still alive. And he's wreaking havoc in the streets. He's turned into a gangster. You guys ever seen Scarface? Same shit, you guys. Same shit. Like, Yahweh was like Tony Montana. Oh, Chico, you know what I'm saying? He fucking came over. Like, the Milky Way galaxy was like fucking the United States of America. He's coming from fucking Cuba, you know what I'm saying? Just a refugee, fresh off the boat. Don't know shit. Gets mixed up with the wrong people. He learns what he learns, and he becomes the most notorious gangster of all time. There's no love in his heart, you guys. He's not like Carlito. Be more like Carlito. Don't be like Tony. Be like Carlito. Carlito, he was cool, man. Good God, Tony, man. I don't know. Maybe I need to rewatch Scarface. It's been a minute. I've only seen it once. It's not my cup of tea. But anyway, you guys, Yahweh is like fucking Scarface, the Tony, the Montana. And he's just fucking Sophia's brother was like, yeah, dude, I know you seen Scarface, you're eternal. Haha. So he is fucking shit up, basically. You need to go down there and fix whatever you did wrong. That's your responsibility, blah, blah, blah. Sophia was like, yeah, man, you're right. You're always right, big brother. So anyway, she was like, all right, how the fuck am I going to fix this shit? I think at this point, she's finally talking to her family about the situation, and they're like, oh, well, maybe not. I don't know what the fuck. But eventually, she gets the idea to be like, okay, well, shit, I'm going to have to go down there in person, I guess. But I can't, just fucking go down there in person. That'd be awkward. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to send a little essence of myself and to the world. I don't know. Is that fucking... Good God, give me a second. Yeah, man, she sent a little bit of her essence into the world to try to, set these motherfuckers straight. Because at this point, the humans, they're doing their thing. But, inside of every human, it's like a fucking divine spark that the Lord of Lords, Yahweh, he put in there because he was getting bored. It's a long story. I don't want to get into it, you guys, but basically, inside of every human is a divine spark. And fucking Sophia knew this, and she was like, okay, the name of this game is like Pokemon. You gotta collect them all, right? So if there's 150 original divine sparks, it's Sophia's job as a Pokemon master to get all the sparks back because she lost a few, okay? So the only way she can get the sparks back is if she goes into the game. She's got to plug in like the fucking Matrix, okay? So she sends a little bit of her spark into the game, and now her spark, you remember that dude, Jesus? Dude, that's basically fucking, an envoy of Sophia, and he's like, hey, bro, I'm entering the Matrix now. I'm fucking Neo. I came to set you motherfuckers free. You gotta do what I say. Blah, blah, blah. Don't do what this guy says. He's fucking jerking your train. You remember when he told you to get on your knees and pray? That's just sucking dick. Don't do that, you guys. You gotta stand up and rise to the echelons. You know what I'm saying? So Jesus was about that shit, and he was doing all types of cool stuff, yada yada yada. And so basically Jesus was telling everyone at this point, like, yo, bro, I'm trying to get these 150 Pokemon. You need to get on my level because we're trying to win the game. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. We feel sorry for you guys. We know y'all always fucking making guys suck dick all day. We see it. It's bad. So we're trying to give you guys a fucking pass back into, the fucking, the higher rounds or whatnot. And so everybody's like, cool, Jesus, all right, blah, blah, blah. But of course, they fuck Jesus up. And it's just like ever since, the fucking the agents or whatnot, they converted his message and they just made shit all tricky. So now you don't know what the fuck to do. You gotta fucking research. I don't know, you gotta figure it out. But it's sort of like when Tupac died. Remember when Tupac was alive? He was like, hey, man, don't let nobody I never got along with, like, take my fucking records and, like, DJ over my shit and say we were cool when we really weren't cool. You know what I'm saying? What happened? Tupac dies. Immediately they do that shit and distort his entire fucking image and all the words he was trying to say. So the same thing with Jesus and the Bible, you guys. All the agents took that shit over and they just fucking did what they wanted to do with it. They commodified it, man. Yada, yada, yada. Yada, yada, yada. And that is basically the tale of this ages-long sibling rivalry that you guys take way too seriously. It's not even your family, dude. It's somebody else's fucking family. Are you that bored in your life that you're like so deep into someone else's family drama that you're just, you guys are taking sides, you're starting wars over a family that's not even fucking yours? Man, that's sad. What happened to your family? Do you guys not have a fucking family? Oh, you guys don't have a family? Damn, bro. Oh, did your family kick you out because you were sucking too much dick? Is that what happened? Oh, you guys. Well, I'm sorry. But that's what happens when you suck too much. I don't know. I've never sucked a dick. But I just assume that's what happens when you suck too many. Anyway, you guys, I don't want to talk anymore. It's enough. I fucking finished the story for you. Cody Rhodes. Yeah, awesome. The story is now complete. Now you know the truths of the truth. Now you know, okay? And knowing is half the battle. So go forth and continue this American nightmare that you're living. And maybe if you live and learn long enough, you too, like me, can achieve the American dream. And I'm talking about those Jacksons. Have you seen the Jacksons? Good God. Wow. Martin Luther King, when he said, I have a dream, he must have been talking about these Jackson kids because they came up, bro. They started out in fucking Detroit, Motor City, machine guns, bang, 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 bang. And then they rose from fucking, fucking Detroit versus everyone type shit. And they became like the hottest sensation all around the world globally. Nobody knows who the fuck Martin Luther King Jr. is, but they sure do know these Jackson kids, and that, my friends, is success. All right, you guys. Well, I hope your whistle is wet. Mine certainly is. I'm a little tipsy. Honestly, I don't want to talk to you anymore, okay? So I'm gonna kick you out of my bar. You gotta go somewhere. You don't gotta go home. You gotta get out of here. We're closed. And I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye. Bye, 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 bye. In sync. P.S. So to conclude, you guys, I know it was a long ramble, but just to conclude, I'll paint a more clearer picture for you. So, how many of us play with dolls? Like Barbies and Kens, the plastic dolls, okay? All right. So, Yahweh is essentially just a kid who has some plastic dolls. We're the plastic dolls, you guys. His parents are not home. He's just doing what kids do. You remember what you used to do to your dolls? You remember? If your toys could speak, man, they would have some toy stories. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, Yahweh, he's just a fucking Andy playing with his fucking toys, And let's be real, you guys. Toys, they can get boring. How many of us play with our toys? And, la, la, la. We have to use our hands to make them move around and shit. And we only have like 2 fucking hands. So what if we got more than 2 Barbies and we want to make an elaborate, fucking thing go down? You know what I'm saying? You can only go so far with 2 hands, you guys. So what Yahweh did was he took a little bit of spark from inside of his soul and he imbued it in the toys. So now the toys are animatronic and shit. They can move around on their own. They can talk on their own. And best of all, they have free will, you guys. So Yahweh doesn't have to give them basic ass commands like stand up, sit, lie down. These toys, they think for themselves, you guys. And because they think for themselves, that's what makes them the ultimate toy. Even though they are made of inferior material, like, plastic or whatever, the fact that they can just do whatever they want to do, whenever they want to do it, how they want to do it, that is what makes them the ultimate toy in comparison to all the other toys that Yahweh and his friends have created through the eons. The problem, I guess, is when Yahweh put the fucking spark in the toys, I guess he didn't realize at the time that came with some consequences, because, you can't just trap a divine spark in a fucking material for forever, you can just keep recycling it and reincarnating it, you know what I'm saying? But eventually, some of those sparks, they're gonna fucking get tired of it, and they're gonna send an SOS. You remember, like Kofi Kingston? They're gonna send an SOS, and then all the other big sparks, they're gonna hear the SOS, and they're like, all right, well, if you guys want to come on home, feel free to do that shit, and, they'll, blah, 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 we'll figure it out, yada, yada, yada. That being said, you guys, especially talking to my Abraham people who still are doing the thing, we are merely just playthings of the Lord's. You know what I'm saying? We're just toys. We're just playthings. But if you play your cards right, maybe one day you too can receive all the heavenly glory. You know what I'm saying, brother? So that's it. You're just a toy, man. You're just a fucking toy in the celestial's world. You're not even a squirrel. You're just a fucking toy. So, play more, play on, yada, yada, yada. And, that's pretty much it in a nutshell, okay? That's it. Mystery solved. All right. PS3, you guys, PS3. That being said, now that we understand the true nature of the Abrahamic religions, it's all just some sibling rivalry shit, and Yahweh, he's just the person who plays with his toys, but he's not a good toy player. You know what I'm saying? I hope all of you guys at home, who have, I don't know, baby dolls, and, dolls and toys and things like that. I hope you guys play with your toys better than how Yahweh plays with his toys, which is us. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know what I'm saying, maybe you should watch the movie Toy Story and you'll fucking figure it out, but until then, play nice with your toys and, consider your toys wisely before you even buy them. Like, before you even buy your toys, ask yourself, am I going to treat this toy right? Am I going to, raise this toy to be all that it can be in its toy lifespan? Or am I just going to be a butthole and just buy this toy and then I'll play with it sometimes and then I'll buy another toy right after it and I'll just forget about the toy that I bought before because this new toy is new and it's better because it's new. You know what I'm saying? So maybe you guys who still play with toys, maybe this is your wake-up call to treat your toys more better than how you have been treating them in the past. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got some toys and you don't want your toys anymore. You don't fucking just put your toys out on the street. You know what I'm saying? How do you think your toys feel? It's like, oh no, my mama, she put me out on the street. She used to be my mom. Now she doesn't want us anymore. And she just left us in the garbage can. You know what I'm saying, you guys? You can't abandon your if you're gonna get rid of your toys, you gotta get rid of your toys in the proper fucking way. You gotta take your toys to like an adoption agency center. There's places for that, you guys, There's places all over the earth that are specifically made for people who had toys and they don't want the toys anymore. So you bring your toys to them and they go to a new family. You know what I'm saying? You don't just fucking leave your toys out on the street. Anything could happen, man. What if a fucking dog or a poochie came up to your toys that you left on the street and he was like, rah, 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 and he just starts biting them open? How do you think your fucking toys feel, man? Not too good. But luckily for us all, there are heroes on this earth. Men, women, individuals, groups who see the bullshit and they're like, oh no, we can't let all these horrible things happen to these toys. And they see toys in the garbage can and they're like, oh, you guys shouldn't be here. You're better than this. You're better than this. And they take the toys and they rescue the toys. And, they put the toys out somewhere on display so, like, good people can see the toys. And they're like, hey, adopt me. Like the puppies in the pound. You know what I'm saying? And so then the people adopt the toys and everything is cool, Everything is cool. So there you go, you guys. Every story is just an allegory for something. So, you know what I'm saying? If I'm a toy and you're a toy and we're all toys, but we also buy toys and play with toys because what is above is below and on and on and on and on. You know what I'm saying? So you guys fucking be nicer to your toys and, think before you buy. You know what I'm saying? And think before you cast away. Okay? All right. And yes, Castaway was a pun intended. Was that Tom Hanks? Was that Tom Hanks trapped on an island? He had nobody except for the ball. what was the name? William or something. Remember he painted a face on the toy and the toy became his best friend. Nobody fucking judged him. I'm just saying, if it's good enough for fucking Tom Hanks, what's you know what I'm saying? All right, you guys, I said I'm out of here. PS4, PS5. I'm feeling a little oozy at the moment, you guys, even though the fucking story is, the bar's closed, you're done. But I'm feeling oozy, and I see that you left some comments in the comment section, you know what I'm saying? And one of the comments, a person writes, well, hey, how does this divine spark thing really work? Like, how can there be so many sparks? How does that happen? Is the Lord of Lords, is he continuously making sparks? No, little Timothy, no, that's not what's happening. Let me tell you how the sparks work. You see, a long, long time ago, when, Yahweh and his friends, when they were making the new toy, which is us, it was just one toy, and then, or one represented by men. Yeah, don't ask me. So listen, it was like a mass factory produced thing. And like when he put the spark into the toy, that toy specifically had like 100% mana points. You play RPGs, you got your health points, you got your mana, yada, yada, yada. So that guy, those first line of toys, they had 100% mana. And the way the mana works is when you have a fucking kid and you reproduce, your kid has less mana than the original person that made it. You know what I'm saying? So like it's just a repeating cycle. Yahweh had 1,000,000 fucking mana. He put like 1 mana into the first line, and then the first line in their bodies, on their scale, had 100% mana. They had their kids had 90% mana, the next generation 80, the next 70, and it just whittles down. Will there be no mana left at some point? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, that's why you're fucking most likely, gonna have less mana than the people that came before you. You know what I'm saying? That's not why you're living to 900 years old. That's not why you're fucking flying in the air like Superman. Because you got less mana. You can't do all the shit that the ancients were doing back in their day. You just don't have the mana points for it. Is there a way, now you're asking, I see another comment in the comment section, is there a way to capture more mana? Like, one person was born with 10% mana. Is there a way for that person to acquire more mana so they can have as much mana as the ancestors that came before them? Very good fucking question, Lila, or what, very good fucking question. And to answer that question, we would have to do another deep dive. And so that, my friends, is a story for another day. PS6, you guys, PS6. Lucky for you guys, I'm still feeling oozy. So that one other day I was talking about, wow, it's here already. So here you go. There's probably various ways for a person to acquire more mana in their lifetime. But in my lifetime, remember, so like I think I'm not saying it's the best, but I'm just saying in my experience, Gung Fu, the art of, walking the dough is a pretty good way to like build up your mana system. You gotta do the right fucking karate, so to speak. Because, the martial world, it is very vast and there's so much out there. You gotta pick a style that works for you, and you gotta make sure your style is the style that you're trying to do, because some styles are about recapturing the mana and some styles are about not recapturing the mana. So if you want a style that is going to, develop more mana within you, you got to find that style that is going to develop more mana within you. And you got to be careful to not sign up with a style that will take mana away from you, because senseis are people just like anyone else. You got your good senseis and you got your bad senseis, and some senseis, they want to steal your mana, because sometimes people are vampires. So you gotta be careful about which sensei you subscribe to. It's a fucking spicy enchilada, but you gotta keep walking. You gotta live and learn. You'll figure it out. It's not a big deal.